that the cycle that I was in on last year is not yet over, but it's ending. See, the thing about cycles is that the divine is always watching. The divine is always investigating you. Hello, hello, hey, hello, 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 hello. Man, Leo season is still hot. Welcome back to another episode with Wu Wei Soul Guidance. This is Robyn, and welcome to my Butterfinger BBs, and welcome back, Balancing Beings. It's so good to be in your presence. And it's still Mercury retrograde. It's so good to be in your presence today. Today is August 8/7, and I know you guys haven't seen me since earlier in the week, but this has been a mind-blowing season when it comes to the work that we have to do before making these intentions clear for the divine to see. Yesterday, I had to take some time to rest because of everything that's running in me, and because I am, just now forming this channel, this community, this initiative, which just came at a time that I didn't expect to be presented the opportunity to just come and speak. It's also been a time for reflection, and Lionsgate correlates with that. So I ain't even mad at the energy. I mean, at this time, do what it is that you need to rest in order to find clarity, as well as staying close to the divine, staying close to nature, staying close to your spiritual practices. And that's one reason why I am only coming to you for a short period of time today. And tomorrow, I'm going to be spending that time with the universe as well as source. So I hope that you all are well and you're feeling really good about what is about to come this season. Remember that we've been focusing on your value, we've been focusing on your confidence, and continue to know that you're being supported to live a divinely guided path that's going to look successful for you, is going to look beautiful for you. And a lot of you are in a period of time where you're needing to rest because what's been illuminated in your life over Leo season is right where you need to be. You've been, been able to relish in the gifts that you've already been bestowed to by, or bestowed with, by the Most High. But a lot of you are used to having this extra responsibility, but now is the perfect time for you to rest and relish in what it is that you're promised. You're still going to be divinely supported. So sometimes I don't even know where to start, because bringing forth the message is not easy, especially when it's being handed to you in the way that it is, that you need to share it. I'm actually formatting this channel right now, and I'm really leaning more towards one thing versus the other, or the others that you can see on the page. But aside from that, I just wanted to get in tune with you because a message is really hot to me right now. So I mentioned over the last day or so that I've had to take some time to rest. And that's because the message that I'm getting is that a lot of you are in a place of clarity, but still dealing with static. And I know where this is coming from because the message came to me to give to you. In this channel, we don't know exactly what it looks like, but right now it's starting to feel like these divine messages are for spiritual mentorship. I mentioned to you that I'm an oracle, I'm your divine messenger, but there is stewarding to be done here through mentorship. So each one teach one is one of my beliefs to help you understand how I can relate to you. This knowledge is free and it comes to me to be filtered to you. There's not really anything that I could do with it but grow from it. So just stay with me. A lot of you are experiencing clarity of mind and still having a lot of static, and it's causing you to feel more sluggish than ever. At this time, I ask that you stay really, really close to the divine. Be in nature. You know, instead of you focusing on multiple things at a time, if you can help it, even as it relates to work, you know, pace yourself. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys, but sometimes the message is just gonna come up. It's coming up and out of me, and it's almost like a gas pressure, like it's gonna have to come out. So what I want you to do is stay close to the divine at this time. Make sure that you're pacing yourself, whether that be as it relates to work. A lot of you do work and you're focusing on deadlines and metrics, but at this time, make sure that you're seeking balance in your work and collaborations, and how much thought and input and intention you put on your work at this time. The work that you do in relationships, you know, the work that you do with yourself. Be very, very intentional about staying close to the divine, pacing yourself, and really holding on to your beliefs, because you being in this period of time where the Lionsgate portal is opening, there's a lot going on, especially on today. I mean, we've just reached the, I believe it's the Pisces Aquarius full moon. And then we're in a Mercury retrograde. Also, we have this 8-8 portal, which is about you coming into a place of abundance due to you setting your intentions. That goes from, I believe, July the 26th all the way up until August the 12th. The highest peak of that energy where you can set your intentions, particularly away from technology and in nature, as close to the divine as possible. You are going to be disillusioned of time. You're going to be disillusioned of the time that you felt like you lost in stagnated and now dead situations. And I think the reason why I keep getting these hello songs, you know, these hello songs are about illusions being dismantled. These hello songs are about the sun illuminating what needs to be shown to a collective of people. You are the balancing beings, the people who are trying to get to the center, trying to moderate things, and eventually things that were once challenging for you, in the spirit of Wu Wei So guidance, which is that line of demarcation in the yin and yang symbol, the middle of light and dark, the middle of what has dual definition, what is good and bad, what's the moderation between good and bad, you know, good and evil, dark and light. It's that Wu Wei. So you becoming disillusioned of time is the Most High giving you a sign that there's balance coming into play for you in a particular area that you need, or all areas. You being disillusioned of time And holding on to what you believe in at this time is going to help your intentions to go up and ascend to where they need to in order for you to get the abundance that you're seeking. Divine timing is at play right now to show you the next step in your internal process to become even closer to the Most High and to the process that you're going through spiritually. I feel like I have had quite a few conversations on this topic, and that's why I know that this message is not for just one person. It's for a group of people, a numerous amount of people, a various amount of people, I don't know. But I hope that this divine and timeless message reaches who it needs to reach at the time. I can tell you that this message came to me in bits and pieces. Yesterday, I was asked to rest. I was asked to meditate because it's a big one. I've talked about this with a few people that I'm close with, but neither one of them know each other. And I'm aware that in sharing what tidbits from this message that related to their situation, they had no idea that I was so in tune to their energy. They actually were receptive to me being in their energy, and one of the examples of setting your intentions and accepting what the Most High has for you, the abundance through the Lionsgate portal, is going to be surrounding letting go of old versions of yourself, which are inclusive of people who at that level would reflect into you. So reflect into you those lower parts of yourself. Now you're ready to expand, and those lower parts of yourself, including people, behaviors, habits, addictions, mentality, is going to have to transform. In talking to these people that I'm pretty close to, the measurement of their issues, they varied, but they all rang the same bell. What's interesting to me is that these messages that I was able to relate to those who are close to me that needed it at that time, they actually needed it, and they were able to clarify with me that they got confirmation that they could no longer be the fixer. They got confirmation that what they're going through, the ascension process, the isolation process, is necessary and is real. I'm gonna just be honest with you. You can relate to me because I done been through some shit. I done been through some real shit. And having talked to one of these friends, I myself, through these divinely guided messages, before I'd even spoken to her about what she was going through in her life, I had been shown over the past couple of days that the cycle that I was in on last year is not yet over, but it's ending. See, the thing about cycles is that the divine is always watching. The divine is always investigating you, especially those who are the chosen. You're here to show people that they can also heal themselves. They can ascend to the heights that you're willing to do the work to get to. And what I had to relate to my friend having a difficult time with releasing someone, always in a position feeling like they should fix it because they love a person or a group. I had to remind that friend that the ending of that cycle, after making a choice to exit, that's just the beginning of the ending of your cycle. Now we have until the 12th to get these intentions right, but it's already the 7th. Tomorrow, it's time for you to let those intentions fly. It's time for you to let the universe know that the desires that you seek, they're seeking you. Everything that you seek is seeking you. Everything that you want, the universe is going to honor it. That's what the universe needs to know. So if you're not ready to give up the old parts of yourself, and I was reminded of the color purple in talking to my friend. See, the thing about being on timelines is that sometimes you're connected to people who are on timelines that are almost parallel to yours. You're just a few steps backward or forward. And these people who are not okay with the shift, the possibility that you could become better without them because they're unwilling to do the work. A lot of them are on timelines that are parallel, but these people are much farther behind than you are. So just like the color purple, we saw the cast. We saw the development of their characters. We saw this 2.5 hour movie production last over a lifetime of these cast members' depicted lives. Miss Sophia is a big one for me because she challenged Miss Seeley to let go of some shit. She challenged Miss Seeley to do what she wanted to do with her life. And even though Miss Seeley went through young adult years where she had to go through the fire, after having gone through the fire with her brothers, her uncles, her daddy, then Harpo came along and started to beat her. Then by the time they got to the juke joint on the water and Miss Suge came to showcase, Miss Sophia had her another man. She wasn't letting nobody stand in her way. And even when she thought that she had seen her demise, losing so many years with her children, her family, when she saw how Miss Seeley had finally caught up to a place of empowering her damn self, running out of Lionsgate. Miss Sophia looked across that table and said, "Pass them peas. Miss Sophia home now. Some things about to change." And she clapped for Seeley when she defended herself. She was so elated. And as the years went on, she was able to relish in what the Most High had given them: a balanced life, a sound mind, a happy spirit, a sound spirit. What I had to relate to my friend today was from a place that I had to pull myself up out of. Stay really close to the divine at this time. The divine is singing these songs in my mind. Hello, hello, hey, hello, 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 hey, hello, hello. It's important to me that you know you are free, as I never wanna make you change for me, babe. Say don't change, squirrel. The divine is also giving me songs like There Goes the Sun, Doodoodoodoo, or disco and funk songs that make me feel like it's time for you to jump out like the fool, which is yellow like your sacral chakra. The sun is already here, and in Leo season, your strength is also about your sacral chakra. I'm sorry, your solar plexus chakra, but somebody may be working on their sacral chakra right now. All of your chakras need to be in balance. The sacral chakra might be where we need to focus next. As you're ending these cycles with people, not only do you need to reflect on your confidence, but you need to reflect on who's tapping into your fertility going forward. I think that's the message. I think the message is about your happiness being important in every season of your life, but it's okay for you to go through a few seasons before you have the realization, because a lot of us go through many awakenings not knowing what the hell happened. You don't even know how to articulate what happened, and you end up going through the same cycle. It's important to me, balancing beings, for you to know that you're free. Oh my God. The Most High is trying to show you your identity. Not only did I hear these disco and funk songs from the old school, but I also heard, I believe he's a newer artist, and I'm really into independent artists. But when I took a ride the other day to separate from the monotony of meditation and and through meditation, the messages did not continue to come through. I had to go and get into my car and just drive. And I heard this newer new age funk artist. I love new age funk. I love music. That's just a little bit about me. But his name is Agentic Orange. And when I heard him, I was just reminded that even in him emulating, this is getting deep, even in him emulating the music of artists that he so admired, he admired those artists to become a new age funk artist and try to recreate history. There are a lot of you who are about to come into a season where your identity is changing, and it's almost like your ancestors are fighting on your behalf for you to reach your highest self. Maybe they didn't get to do that. If you have people who are in your life that are unlike Miss Sophia, the ones that aren't willing to get ahead of you on the timeline, to challenge you to get to the next phase, the best phases of your light being, of your spiritual experience, of your human experience. Be disillusioned of time. Just because you went through so many hardships in the last cycle, get to the Wu Wei and ascend. Get to a point where you just don't give a fuck about the outcome. Get to the point where you value you. In that last cycle that I went through, and I just had to relate this to my friend, be mindful that the cycle has not ended just because you've blocked the energy of those who don't belong in your life. Just because you've asked them to exit stage left, just because you've asked them to go and you've released yourself from the fire. There's so much temptation that the Most High is going to show you. There's so many roadblocks that are going to be put in your way. An assessment of whether or not you pass the test. So as you go through the Lionsgate, remember that the fire you went through, that was a fire to refine you. It wasn't for you to stay small. It was for you to quantum leap. That way, those people who could never ever align with you on your timeline, they were always seemingly perpendicular, going the opposite way, never on the same page as you. The true closing of a cycle. And in the midst of us going through Mercury retrograde, Lionsgate, Leo season, confidence, solar plexus, people messing with your sacral seasons, you're going to have to look back and understand the meaning of all those things. We're in the year of the 9. Last year was the year of the 8. So a lot of you are in a season of wish fulfillment and you don't even know it. Tomorrow and even tonight, start reflecting on what it is that you've done in the last year, and is the cycle really closing, or are you getting ready to repeat it? Butterfinger BBs, I done got too real today, but I love you whatever you do. And remember, if you're going to continue with people, be in a place of acceptance. And if you're not willing to accept it, it's not a fuck you to change for you. Choose you today, Butterfinger BBs. You too sweet for this. I love you. And on the next episode, for all of you who have been going through the fire, I'm going to share with you that it's time for you to go to the water. I love you. I hope you have an amazing night. Set your intentions high. Make sure that your energy is at the frequency that it needs to be in order for you to take on these new blessings. Cause I never want to make you change. For me, babe, don't change, squirrel. Don't change, squirrel. For me, babe. I'll holla at y'all. Peace.